This isn't about me. This is about my children. They'll never know their mother, you know. They'll see pictures of her, but they'll never know her. So for as long as I'm alive, I'll try to give them what their mother wanted them to have. She wanted to live on the East Coast. She liked places like New York and Paris, Barcelona. Lisa wanted to have kids before I ever met her, and she actually was trying to have children before I met her.
Down the slide.
But nothing took, you know, nothing really took for her. When we were out in D.C., Lisa tried probably 5 or 6 times. When she finally got pregnant, she never told anybody until she was in her 4th month. Because she was worried that it would jinx the process. Yeah, that's probably about 5 months. I think she wanted to show that she really was pregnant, and she was elated. She went to the hospital about a month before the kids were born. You know, as you see them now, you know, they're aggressive and they're tangled all up into each other.
Boys!
And they were doing the same thing inside her. So they'd crisscross each other, and then they'd cut off the other's blood flow, and so they had to monitor that process so that nothing happened to the kids. At 10 weeks, they decided that they had to take the babies, you know, from her. They did a lower cut cesarean section, and they removed the babies. You know, I can remember talking to the doctor when they were taking her down for the cesarean section, and I told him, you know, that they needed to take special care of her, and he said, "Oh, don't worry, she's my angel." She wasn't doing really well. She wasn't moving very much at all. Before we left the hospital, she had told the nurse that she was in a lot of pain. So I took her home, and she was living with her pain. She wasn't moving very much. And when I called the doctor, he said, she has to drink, and walk, and she'll be fine. And she turned to me and said, she said, "Help me, Mikey." They called 911. They took her to a hospital. Did CPR. And when we were at the hospital, the doctor called back and asked if everything was okay. And I told her she had died. And he was shocked, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, when he wrote it up in his notes, he wrote up that that he told her to go to the hospital, you know, because she wasn't doing well. And he never did. He never told her that.
It's estimated that perhaps 700 women in the United States die during pregnancy or the immediate postpartum period. Certain states have the highest maternal mortality ratios in the United States. For example, New Jersey, the District of Columbia, Arkansas, South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Georgia. What we found is that the percentage of non-Hispanic Black patients was the strongest correlation.
I think if there's a problem with Black women in particular dying at high rates, it's because of the lack of hospitals in certain areas.
Washington, D.C. is the most dangerous place to give birth in the United States if you are African American. If you are a white woman, you'll do very well in the nation's capital.